Yes, as long as it's done respectfully. Some people think being the straightforward friend means it's okay to be devoid of all compassion or empathy. I don't think people should keep silent. If your friend needs to hear something, tell them, but there are ways to do it coherently and constructively. Some people think being the straightforward friend means it's okay to be devoid of all compassion or empathy. Some people also think their rudeness is straightforwardness. Yes, but with a couple of caveats. 1. Find a nice way to be upfront about it. 2. Don't pile on. I've been teaching kids martial arts for several years. There's a big difference between your technique sucks and you need to do it this way instead, and can I give you a tip to make this better? I've also learned that if you correct every mistake, you run into a couple of problems. First, you lower their morale, often past the point of wanting to continue. Second, you overwhelm them with information that they don't know where to start and probably won't remember any of your advice correctly. With that said, I have made exceptions to both of these rules when someone needs a reality check. As a writer who helps other budding writers, I feel this. I like honesty, but I also don't like people that are randomly blunt or say what doesn't need to be said. Like I have some insecurities etc. I don't need that pointed out even if it's true. Yeah, some people who claim to be brutally honest and the like often lack basic manners or empathy. They try to frame their poor social skills as something altruistic like honesty or openness when that's really a thin veil to disguise an excuse to not think before they speak. There's a difference between *THAT shirt makes you look fat and *YO you should wear a larger sized shirt. Yes, but music is made by different tones. Screaming guitars can be nice, but not in a Beethoven masterpiece, if you get my drift. I understand this is just a metaphor, but Goldust and the cover of Moonlight Sonata by Tinner Beethoven was clearly metal. I think everyone prefers honesty, but this does not mean you should be straightforwardly blunt for everything. Trust me, it's not practical. I've yet to meet a dude who responds well when you say, "Hey Dumbus, why did you act like a fucking idiot over there?" Please tell me of a guy that would respond well to that lol. But I feel like a lot of guys possess zero filter in their messaging. Instead, being like, "Hey, why did you act like that? You know that's not appropriate." That will really make one pay attention. Gonna be honest, you're going to get the same response with what you wrote for both lol. Usually yes. Good surprises are usually okay. Bad surprises usually don't go over well with me. Well, generally yes, but there are ways about it. Habitually being deliberately antagonistic and confrontational is not a great way to win friends and influence people, but neither is being extremely diplomatic and trying so desperately hard not to rock the boat that they just can't decipher the point. Couldn't agree more. Tell me everything all the time, so I have the green light to do the same. Yeah, it lets me know that I can usually trust you. Vocal people are what the world needs. Playing the guessing game is set up for failure. If you know what cards are on the table, you ain't gonna gamble on S3 of diamonds with an 8 of clubs. High lol. True hahaha. Better than beating around the bush or talking behind people's backs. I like people who are upfront and honest, and I try to be that way too. But about literally anything and everything, that just sounds like aggression/bad manners. Few people like someone who is so abrasive and rough. If you're going to say something, tell the truth. But if you're gonna say something mean, just keep your mouth shut. No lies, and no rudeness. Win/win. Yes, but there are right and wrong ways to go about it. Yes, this is literally a precondition for me trusting you in a relationship. Please note that being upfront and honest about everything is different from being tactless or just plain being an asshole. Not really. Being honest is good, but you don't have to be brutally honest about everything. I think not lying is a good thing, but that doesn't mean you can't shut up. Many people use the guise of being an honest person who tells it like it is just to be an asshole. I know this because I used to do it. I value people who never make me second guess their thoughts or motivations. But there's definitely a point at which honesty crosses the line into cruelty, and I've done a good job at weeding toxic people out of my life. Yes, I have a general dislike for all things vague and ambiguous. Yes. I'm close to 31, and I'm realizing more and more in life that communication is key across all relationships, working, romantic, friends, etc. Yes, 100%. Obviously there are times when it's important to consider feelings and circumstances, etc. But generally speaking, open, honest, and direct is absolutely the best way to be. I hate when people talk in hints and passive aggression. FAIR warning. A lot of people can't handle it, though. I have no issue, as long as they have tact. Yes. Sometimes I might be a bit butthurt if it's bot nice, but I will appreciate in the long run. No. Some people use phrases like I'm just being honest to excuse their rudeness and lack of empathy or tact. Some unpleasant things do need to be said, but I hope that they are said to me by a friend with love. I like honesty and directness. I will respect you, even if I dislike you in the moment. I will take it with grain of salt, and eventually we may even become good friends. Yes, I definitely prefer it. Yup, no mind games, no BS, no turning around and wasting your time for both of you. I love it. If somebody is like that, then that person will be my number one go-to person for opinions and advices. Yes, if they balance the positive and negative. Also if they do it in a respectful way. Otherwise it's just called being an asshole. I like transparency, as long as it isn't unnecessary rude. I'm terrible at reading nonverbal cues and indirect communication, so being completely transparent makes my life much better.